So in the far north of the Kruger, there's a place I keep coming back to. It's only a small part of this vast wilderness, but Pafuri holds the most extraordinary richness of life. It's a place that just carries a different feeling to any other that I've been to. It's a place of wild silence, and there is something that feels eternal about it. There are fever tree forests that stretch along the river banks, deep sandstone gorges rising from the earth. These floodplains that just, they open up into space, immense space.
Tell me, why have you decided to do this wild being walk?
Sure, it's just such a dream to be in the wild. I don't know, there's something vulnerable about walking in the bush and yet being self-reliant.
Brenton and I spoke about this a few years ago when he was pondering the idea, and I encouraged him to do it. And last year he called me and said he was doing it, and do I want to go? And I immediately said yes. Go do with Brenton. I trust him a lot.
So the reason I chose to come on this trip was mostly to feel vulnerable in nature, to be completely present in the moment, in the wild, with big game around any potential corner.
Maybe this would be good for me to step out of my comfort zone, to embark on this adventure, on a outward and inward journey, and that's why I thought, let's just do it, even with all the fears that I'm feeling. I just decided to anyway do it and to challenge myself.
My thing is to do something that I've never done before, which is my first hike in the wilds, and super excited about discovery and new people and hopefully lots of interesting creatures, and yeah, I'm here for the adventure.
It didn't take much to decide to come on this. I mean, opportunity to walk in an area like this with baobabs and the Big Five. I mean, it just is such an opportunity. I don't think it took a lot to decide to come.
It just sounded like an incredible experience to be able to walk, just to get into the rhythm, the natural rhythm of our planet, and to see the animals, and just to appreciate, this amazing earth that we live on.
From the moment your boots touch the ground, you're in it. You can literally feel the rhythm change instantly. The noise of the outside world starts to fall away. We start to walk, and slowly our rhythm starts to sync with the pace of the land. And it's wild. It's a feeling of just being alive. We then stop under the fever trees. They're tall and pale, almost Jurassic looking. They have this mystical feeling about them. It's as though we've stepped into another time. And it's an opportunity to start letting go of whatever you carry in. And I promise you, believe it or deny it, we all carry stuff in. Okay, so we've just arrived for our first lunch on day one. We've just walked through this fever tree forest here, which is so magical. There's butterflies all over the place. The sound is completely, this place is alive. It is so beautiful. So we're just enjoying a little bit of a lunch, and then we're going to head off a little bit further northeast. We're going to be spending the night, enjoying this first bit of time in the bush. It's so magical. So wild being, what wild means to me is raw, untamed, free and authentic. And being, well, that's a human being, you, who you are. When you put these two words together, wild being, it's simply you, who you are, you as your most authentic self, raw, real and untamed. So through the night we take turns to keep watch, holding each other's life in our hands. And by the morning, something has already loosened. And there's this connection within us and between us. It's clear. Something has changed. and you feel closer to these people that you're walking with.
My first night was quite restless. Just struggling to sleep in the new environment, but that's normal, I think, in this kind of context. And then my first night watch was epic. Heard hyenas, heard baboons, heard crazy birds. Yeah, just super blessed to wake up under the stars.
We take a moment to acknowledge the land, not as something separate from us, but as something we're actually a part of, and we set an intention. Because when attention meets intention, something begins to unfold in a very real way. Not loudly, but undeniably. So we break camp, we pack up our bags, and we get set for the day's walk.
Good. Excited for the walk ahead.
Across open plains, through tall grass, into the gorges. The land just teaches you to pay attention. And in paying attention, you drop into a presence you'd forgotten was even possible. It's almost like you drop into a beingness and out of a doingness.
Yeah, so you guys can feel the wind is coming from behind us. So this animal obviously already knows that we're here. So we're going to carry on. I'm going to ask now, just stay nice and close together. If you do see something, click your fingers. This is quite a dense area.
Walking in the wild, in a dangerous game area, means that you become as vulnerable as every other animal. And having experienced guides who live and breathe something critical known as situational awareness is key to your safety. Every sound is important information. Every smell is a signal. Every movement in the grass is a reason to be present. Each and every creature here lives in presence. And being present is what keeps us alive.
Unpack the back. Come! Yeah, he was like half running away and then came back a little bit to see exactly what we are. So that's why I just said to move back. But yeah, he's run off now.
So on a wilderness trail, water is absolutely essential. I mean, in life, water is essential for all the animals to survive. You know, we all come in here with our food and everything, but water is something that you need to replenish all the time. So it's always great to come across special places like this, Mashashitsi Spring, which is an incredible place. Elephants, buffalo, they all come down here to drink. In fact, you see down here, it's filled with poop from elephants and animals where they're standing drinking. So right here where we're collecting the water, it's coming from under the ground, through the rocks, so it's actually filtered water. It's not carrying all this mud and all of this elephant dung that's around here. So it's very, very good water, full of minerals.
Mashallah.
That night we returned to the fire, as people have always done for thousands of years, because fire is where stories live, and through stories, knowledge is passed on. Not to convince, but to open us up a little, to get curious, and out here that's exactly who you get to be. At the spring, life gathers. Animals arrive to drink, And sometimes we have to wait until it's our turn. Sometimes when we're walking in deep presence and in silence, it's almost as though there's something subtle that is guiding us. And if you tune in and pay attention to that, you might just catch it. There might be something there for you.
You know, it's quite hard when you pre-plan something, and obviously you know you've got a mold to how it's going to go, and it was so lucky sitting around the fire chatting, and I knew I wanted to tell a story last night, so it was great, Amy, when you said, I'll have a story, and it felt like a cue for me.
And here's what I've really come to believe. Nature is one of the greatest tools we have for understanding ourselves. It's like a multi-tool, where the one part of the tool softens the psyche and the other part of the tool relaxes something deep inside of us. It affects our biofield, which is our entire state of being. It helps us understand ourselves more clearly, which allows us to make better decisions. And maybe, just maybe, it reminds us of who we really are, of who we actually are. And then, quietly, the wilderness holds up a mirror, and you see yourself, not the version you perform for the world, but the one that was always there. But now, solitude becomes something you welcome, not avoid. And with it comes this quiet sense of belonging. Not something you create, but rather something that you remember. And you remember that you're not separate from it, but part of it.
We call those horns and spots. Good word for job.
As we arrive at the Lavuvu River, we are blessed with the most amazing encounter with a herd of elephants, just enjoying themselves in the water. Seeing these massive animals interacting with each other in their environment makes being present effortless. We just watch from a safe distance in absolute awe. It's been a long day on the trail with so many magical experiences, and we finally arrive at our camp, right by the river. The water is so inviting. All we want to do is kick off our dusty boots and go for a swim. But before we do, our guides have got to check the water to make sure there's no crocodiles or hippos, just to make sure that it's safe. We walk into the river and we just soak it up. The water feels so refreshing as it soothes our tired bodies. It moves around us as we move through it. And we also never know who's going to move through our campsite. Some sightings just happen, and that is where the real magic lives. As the evening settles and the campfire brings us all together again, one feels a new sense of calm clarity.
Yeah, this place really keeps you so present. Whenever I catch myself projecting, especially last night on watch, a few seconds later I just pull myself back towards myself and I'm like, this is what's real.
So the final morning arrives, everyone's bags are packed. We come together to show some gratitude. Gratitude for the guides who kept us safe. gratitude for each other, for showing up fully, and gratitude for the land, because without it, none of this exists. And before we head off, we choose one final word to think about and to carry with us, and that is reverence. Reverence, not something to understand, but something to feel. And if you don't know how you should feel or what the word means, just place your hand on your heart, and that is what reverence feels like. And as you feel your heart beating, you remember that your spirit is part of everything. Stay wild, wild being.
I do feel differently about it. I'm really emotional. I don't know why I'm emotional, but my heart is full. And all the fears that I had were unnecessary. It was incredible.
If you're thinking about whether you should do this or not, I couldn't recommend this more. It's an experience every human being should have. I think in our daily life, we're so far removed from the source and where we come from, and this is where we come from. And it's just super powerful.
I made it! Phew, I feel exhilarated. I know I said exhilarated on the trail a few times, but you know, it was always my spirit that felt so elated. I just feel so chuffed that my body did it. And my mind. It was so deep. And I feel empowered, and I realize there's so much more to me.
It's no-brainer. There's no question. You've got to do it. I think it is a profound experience just to get back to basics and back to yourself in this incredible space that shares so much. So it's not even, there's no thinking about it, just do it.